Quarterfinals.
And to be fair, at times, and not being unkind, he's a little dangerous to himself, just missing too many balls. But that's the kind of elegant shot making we can see from the connect. Strong start from Rafa.
You've mentioned, Mark, how good Rafa's record is against left-handers.
(111) lost 15 at tour level for this man. He's 1-1 at the majors. 2018 lost to Margaret at Roland Garros.
But he's young.
Denis Shapovalov.
So good. So good.
Tell you what, though, the problem you face against Rafa is to win the point when you slice and come in, you better hit one within centimetres of the line, which he did.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
Didn't get past Rafa, but the pace, the rip that he got on that ball.
I'd argue today that that's probably the most important shot for both players.
Now, are you saying Rafa's forehand
Both
down the line
and Denis's?
Okay, so it's not Rafa's forehand that's the most important thing to both players. Rafa's forehand might decide the match. If he hits it that well, he wins. If he doesn't, maybe not. Well, it's not as devastating, is it?
And another one.
Bad game. And Brad, I think that's a great point because, you know, we did have the beginning of a quiz here earlier on about the right hand. And the ones that can beat Rafa over the journey have been the single-handed backhands have been very, very strong. Brad, good luck.
Well, good luck could be attached to Chapovalov out here at the moment. This has been a very impressive opening 5 games from the Spaniard. He's grabbed 4 of them. Nice.
When he's got time and the ball's not jumping up there in these conditions, the backhand is really good. He's going to have to deal with some different heights, bounces and speed on that side of the body during the course of this match.
I think one of the things that's always impressed me about Rafa is his capability to make adjustments.
Irresistible Rafa.
I tell you, it takes a high level of skill just to stay in this point if you're Chapovalov here. Wonderful scrambling. But, yeah, Rafa's started out strong. Good to see. Fired up.
I was sitting in Andy's box watching.
Aha,
Yep.
gotcha. That makes sense. Is he getting the pace?
With his contact point throughout that rally. So I think he's starting to feel it a little bit. Also love that slice backhand. That was a penetrating slice off that one.
You do make me smile though, and giggle.
The volley, however, was not.
You know, when I look at him, I think he excites me. And one of those reasons is not just because he's a, and then he's a contender.
Champion stuff here from Nadal at the moment in the opening set. 6-3. 7-6, 6-3, 7-6, 8-6 in the break. It was a tense affair. A bit of altitude in Madrid as well. Wasn't Rafa's favourite place to play.
There's that volley. It's not good enough.
As structured as you would expect. Stop returning from so deep, but you're absolutely right. That wasn't working for him. He was creating break points, but he couldn't actually take any. That just seems like a very... It feels as though Rafa's already playing the long game. Balls in court.
It still does rise in the east and set in the west, though, Brett.
Gosh, that felt naive from there.
He goes the wrong way, doesn't he?
It's a very tough shot to go line here. It's you've got to pick your poison, to be honest, but that surely wasn't the right one.
Well, he was caught. I think he had a less than even chance of winning either.
Lovely 4 points in a row. Great defense from Chapovalov.
I must admit, I didn't see him win this point through this whole defensive series here. I thought he was behind the 8 ball the whole way, but he made Rafa play the extra ball. Good stuff. Backhand wing as well when he returns. For one glorious moment, I thought that was in.
Deuce.
What an amazing pickup off the return it was. And again, credit to the 22-year-old down the other end. He's hung in this rally. Rafa almost makes this, doesn't he? Round the net post. Some extreme shot making from Chapovalov.
He didn't do enough for the forehand, Chapovalov. He was in position early. Straight to Rafa's forehand.
That's just poor recognition, Fitz.
Shot gave Rafa plenty of time. Then Rafa gives him an easy one here, really, and he goes the wrong way.
Yeah, again, Denis should have won that point. Interesting to me, guys, and I do have to say one of the things that stood out in the final in Stockholm, that Denis was very emotionally up and down. He was getting into his box a lot over some really like odd little things. We saw him after that last point pointing to his head.
This is a very interesting passage of play.
Yeah. A few of these points. Choice of shot making has been different, to say the least.
Yeah, one of the notes I have, Brad, on him. Rafa actually not hitting the ball particularly well there.
He's let him off.
Just mistimed. Caught that at the very bottom of the frame. Barely cleared the net with it. I think he's doing it purely because
gee, that would have been nasty.
He was so close on the clock there.
Petch, he was over the clock.
That number, I believe, is also from now. Will that flick of genius help him survive?
The other three people you said he's fighting right now.
Well, a tough volley, but he covered it well, didn't he? I mean, this is the more percentage play, but the danger is you're going to Rafa's forehand. Great interception, anticipation, skill.
That is very well navigated.
Nadal leads by 5 games to 4.
Just his third ace. kind of felt as though that rally should have been done on the third shot of the rally. Looking for his forehand, and he did nothing with it. And then try to pull the trigger on that one.
Well, when the return's that short in the court, Rafa has...
Brilliant couple of forehands from Nadal to finish off the second set. And he duly does take a 2-set-to-love lead.
Gutsy move.
Stealth mode activated. Needed to do something different. It won't work every time.
Well, showing some versatility. Good to see.
Again, Chapovalov.
Oh, sweet. I need an answer.
About
you don't percolate tea, do you?
And that's why I was saying, you just feel that he's right on the edge the whole time.
Third to love.
I think that... Yeah. Certainly a different tactic he's starting to use. And just for something different here, Shapovalov finding different ways to win points.
Yeah, if he's going to serve 185 second serves and serve and volley behind.
Love.
Excellent game. And a positive reaction to his corner there from Chapovalov, 3-2.
Body back in. Italian game. You think, here's my chance, I'm going to grab this with two hands, and you don't, you've got to go back to the drawing board. So you end up being a little flat sometimes, and that's what Chapovalov will be feeling right now.
Just use the pace.
Oh. He's taken a fleck of paint and getting pushed to produce some of his best tennis by one of the world's best.
Again,
And credit to the Canadian that is delivered.
And that world champion has a real connotation.
He is the sole scriptwriter of this particular story. Quickly latched onto it. Thought this, because actually if you look, the one cross court probably would have won him the point this time, because Chapovalov was tracking for the one down the line. Brilliant. Ecstasy for Chapovalov. Nadal leads 2-1.
There's that strange non-volley, I'll call. In his mind, I think he thought he was going to drop volley this, but just doesn't get it right. It just trampolines off the strings back into the mid-court.
Since that opening sequence up to about 5-2 in the opening set, he just hasn't been able to be as good.
What a squash shot from the deep corner by Nadal, guys. Just barely cleared the net, stayed so low.
That's too good. Electrifying pace off the strings of Chapovalov.
Left him reaching for that. He was able to put it in play, but nothing on the ball at all.
Obviously, since Roland Garros in the semis where he lost to Novak, I mean, he tried to come back. Washington lost to Lloyd Harris there in 3 sets, and obviously didn't play another match until he played Berankis on the 3rd of January here.
My old Davis Cup captain Neil Fraser always used to say, it is very difficult to come from 2 sets to love down. Even if you look threatening and you get a run on here like Shapovalov has.
That's what everyone comes to see. One of those little moments where Rafa just pickpockets you.
That's like a draw shot in golf, isn't it? Around the outside of the ball and curves that back in.
On that overhead, he was very casual. Rafa with the forehand from the first row of the stands.
Held that beautifully. Nadal expecting the cross court.
Just a little bit at a time. Chapovalov now has, in his mind, a realistic chance in this match. just touched his left foot with his racket there as he walked across. Who knows? Maybe he's struggling with that. Maybe it's just physical. Chapovalov looking dangerous now. Very much so.
For Mr. Nadal.
It doesn't look to me like it's affecting the speed of his serve. So that would indicate possibly that it's not a stomach muscle, a muscle problem.
Well, it's almost as though he's managed to narrow the focus, put it into the big part of the court.
Long 15.
You know, one other thing the great players do, the truly great ones, they rarely, sometimes never, walk to the net and shake hands. First sign of adversity, oh, they walk up and shake hands. How was that point?
15 all.
Oh. That point alone was worth the price of admission. That was just amazing shot making, movement.
And could play with a wooden racket, mind you.
Depth of Rafa's game here, that he's able just to start cracking out the serve and volley play. Desperate times, desperate measures for Nadal, but he's good enough to accomplish what he set out to do.
That's seizing the moment.
Too good.
You've got to hand it to him.
And Denis Shapovalov.
Withstood a late charge from Nadal to take this into a fifth and deciding set.
Yeah, we love to talk about it on the commentating, don't we, Petch? Having that little lead, always trying to break, especially when the score gets deep from 3-4 or 4-5 or 5-6.
It's amazing how he can hit winners and create something out of nothing.
That was just a crazy angle inside the service line from how deep Denis was when he made contact with him. Yeah, what a game, guys. 3 first serves, 2 double faults, and a winner from Chapo to be at deuce. It's just kind of inexplicable from great serving to throwing in those two doubles.
Chapovalov there.
That wasn't the smartest volley Rafa's ever hit, but he picks the down the line here with great reflexes and anticipation.
Well, we were all blindsided by Rafa's brilliance here.
This is a big moment for a young player. Direction going back into that backhand corner back there a couple of times, had trouble there, and then is not at full capacity at end range on the forehand.
That's how close it's going to be. Those moments.
Goodness gracious, guys.
Nadal gets a helping hand and a head start in the fifth set.
In more uncomfortable situations. We obviously know the answer to that is things that the top guys do. I've talked a little bit about some commonalities amongst them is that they be.
I still have a question for Brett. The ones that you remember most when you're not playing at your best. He's on the board, the Canadian.
Leads by 3-1.
Excellent service game in terms of first serves in and how they were needed as well. A revival perhaps on the cards in this game for Chapovalov.
Think positively about. If he can hold his own serve, it is not going to be easy for Rafa.
He's had a good serving set. He's also conserving energy. A substantial amount of uncertainty as well.
Again,
Brad, he's condensing all of his focus, Nadal, into his service.
If they go by quickly. And he may just conserve his energy again.
He wasn't giving that a point away. Chapovalov just too good. He held the pose. Cue the applause. It's seventh heaven for Rafa in Melbourne. A seventh semi-final. That was a miracle.